Sagittarius, hello, my sweetheart. How are you doing today? My name is Jerry. Thank you so much for tuning in to this reading. If you like the content, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. If you resonate, comment. And if you like the channel, go ahead and subscribe. Let's see what messages Spirit has for Sagittarius. I'm a Sagittarius. Hello, my Sagittarius. Okay, okay. So the first card that we got was Achievement. Let's give yourself a round of applause. Pat on the back. A nice big hug. Yeah, Sag, you are really doing that. You want to know how you're doing that? Because you are detaching yourself from the outcome. You are detaching yourself from the expectation. The less you expect, the more you will get. T. See, I love reading myself because it's the biggest drag that I can possibly deal with. All right, let's see. One more card. Another card. Another card. Yes. Okay. Spirit is advising you to move with some caution, Sagittarius. Why? Why? Because let's be real. We're mad. We're mad extra. We jump. We jump, we jump, we jump, and then what happens when we fall? We get upset instead of getting up again. Spirit is advising you this week, Sag, to not confuse the desire to be wanted and love. Lust and love are two different things, sweets. My dear sweetheart, because that's what I want. I keep wanting to call you sweetheart, Sag, because there's just someone that likes you so much and they want to take the time, but then like, you just rile this person up. You just rile this person up. You rile this person up, but you don't have to fear getting yourself hurt this time. Spirit is talking a lot about this energy of defense. You know, I understand as a Sagittarius, the energy and the desire to be defensive, to protect yourself and your space and your peace. You want to know how you protect yourself, Sagittarius? When you detach yourself from the negative thinking. When you find it in yourself to say, what is this teaching me? And how can this help me? How can this help me be a more rationalized person? How can this help me not be vengeful? How can this help? Okay, because here we got the revenge card. You know, we sit in our bubble and we be thinking about the worst case scenario, but Spirit really wants you to submit to yourself, to your plan, to the schedule that you have for yourself. If someone wants to take time away from you, you best have made time for yourself first. Don't give all of your time to one person, to a group of people. You limit yourself, Sagittarius, and then that's when you become defensive over the things that you've worked so hard for. Because then you go, why am I not getting engagement? Why is no one talking to me? Why are things not working? Because you think just because you hunt down your game, like you go hunting, you go fishing, you go foraging, you think you have to prepare it, you have to then cook it, and then you have to eat it. It's a process. Give it time. The more you do what you love, the more consistent you become with the art. I'm hearing jack of all trades, master of none, but that's not where it ends. It's not where it ends. It's not where it ends. You have to have patience for your artistry, my dear. I'm getting grandma energy. There's a grandmother here that loves you so much, and they just want you to know that you could do anything that you wanted to do. You've been capable of doing anything that you've been wanting to do since you were a kid. You just deny yourself. That's not fair. Spirit is really advising you right now to have patience, Sagittarius, because you know so much. You are so intuitive. You are so gifted. You are so talented. You're so capable of putting others before you. Put you first. There's a lot of status cards coming through. Listen, if there's someone stop comparing yourself. Stop comparing yourself. Comparison is the thief of all joy. Stop comparing yourself, Sagittarius. Because every time I'm not even gonna show you the cards. Because every time you compare yourself, you know what you do? You run away farther and farther from you. Think of like when someone's born into royalty and they don't want the royalty because they just don't want that. Or when someone's born a witch and they don't want that responsibility. Or when someone has to, and this is someone that actually did this, has to be the caretaker of the family, especially for their own parents. And you don't want to. Every obstacle that God puts in front of you, Sagittarius, you're capable of overcoming those obstacles. That's why you're here. Inspire yourself to move through joy. What messages do we have for Sagittarius? For the mind, for the emotion, and for the bodily realm? You know too much, but you don't apply it. The mind, the emotion, and the body. So I'm going to tell you this right now, Sagittarius. Spirit is advising that you stop hiding and that you go out there and that you connect with people that bring you joy, that bring you inspiration, that bring you love. I'm about to do, after I finish these signs, I'm going to have to do a message, like a channeled message on sleep and anxiety. Because everyone's been getting the 9 of Swords, and there's a lot of, also Mercury is still retrograde, so that still makes a little sense. Sagittarius, be around people, community, the 11th house, your peers, your friend group. You know, if you play video games, join a game group. If you like a sport, join the sports group. If you want to do content and connect with people like you, do the content. I'm doing it. You know, I'm probably going to look back at this video on one day and just be like, wow, like, look at how far I've come. And I'm grateful for that because I know I can do it. And you must know that you can do it too. When you're around people, Sag, you give yourself the opportunity to think. You really bounce off ideas. You really think in a very broader perspective. And it makes you happy. It makes you happy. Regarding your mind, Spirit is advising you and giving you the opportunity to really be more introspective about yourself. The clarity card that we got with the mind is Temperance. This is your card, Sagittarius. This is you. Spirit is saying that if you want to be in your mind, you got to sometimes change how you view things. And sometimes it is by changing your perspective that you're capable of manifesting so much more abundant things. And the T of it all is, look at that, it's 50. That's 5. And then what card is this? 1 plus 4. 5. 5. So much change is coming for you. You're growing and you're changing a lot mentally. And you should be very proud of yourself, Sagittarius. When it comes to your emotional well-being, you've been going through a lot of Saturnian energy, a lot of restructuring, a lot of revisiting, a lot of, you know, you weren't the only sign to get this card. It was one or two other signs that got the card of Saturn, which is structure. Again, obstacles are important. You have to go through these emotional obstacles so that you can grow and have resilience. How do you think you're so funny? Because you went through so much as a kid. You went through so much as a kid. The Sun card. That's why you're so good at being joyful. That's why you're so good at being humorous. That's why you're so good at accepting life for its optimism and its good fortune and the joy that comes with it. Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter. Good fortune, good luck, opportunities, prosperities, good fortune. Embrace it emotionally. To be wealthy is not just to be wealthy material. Like, to be wealthy of spirit is so important. And that's where you have to go back into yourself, Sagittarius. You don't have to be a clairvoyant. You don't have to be a tarot reader. Be you. Now, when it comes to the body, Sagittarius, I invite you to really focus on your home. Focus on knowing that home is where the heart is. Home is where the heart is. And right now, yeah, it's a little hard to see that you are your home. It's a little hard to think about home, to think about your childhood, to think about, you know, the lack of that you didn't get. It's okay. It's okay to be soft. It's okay to be graceful. It's okay to be sweet to yourself because you've been through so much. Connect with other people. Connect with yourself, mind, body, and spirit. And give yourself the opportunity to travel. Give yourself the opportunity to expand on what it means to you to have a family, to have community, to have friends, to have support, to have yourself, most importantly. I think that's pretty much all I want to tell you, Sagittarius. And I really hope that from this reading you can remember just how beautiful you are. Literally, as I was telling Gemini, why do you keep avoiding the person that you are in the mirror? Two sides of the same coin. Don't hide. It's okay. We see you. I see you. And I'm grateful for you. Thank you, Sagittarius, for being present with me in this moment. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, comment if you resonate, and subscribe to my channel if you like it. Thank you, Sag, and I hope you have a great rest of your day, okay? Bye-bye.